You ready to be live?
I'm ready to be alive.
Okay. And we're live!
Am I ready to be undead?
Oh, we don't do that in a two-player game. Hello and welcome to tonight's second stream, or your first stream if you're watching this, where we play Battlefold! Battlefold is a game from Happy Baobab Games, where you fold a piece of fabric into certain configurations to gain a tactical advantage in this tactical skirmish game.
The kind of game that I always lose.
Yeah, for 2 to 4 players. Yeah. So we're only going to play 2 players, so there's one part of the game that you just don't play with when you play 2-player, and we'll talk about that. So, let's get into it!
Let's get folding.
No, it's a different game. So, this is from the maker of Fold It, which I think is Johan Wo, and co-designed with Dave Choi. And so, tactical skirmish game, which means you need a board to fight on. Woo! Woohoo! Okay, so we're gonna have a board, we're gonna fight on the board. And then we each get a character, and the characters are different, and their fabrics are different. They're like laid out differently with different things. Much excite. Alright.
Why don't we shuffle the boards and pick one?
I agree, because I always play the kitty and I always win. So let's not do that. Can you close your eyes? Okay. Here you go. My eyes are closed too, so you gotta...
This one's yours.
What?
This one's mine.
Did you open your eyes?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Which one did I give you?
I'm the barbarian.
I'm the kitty.
Okay. So you need the board, the mat that is your player color.
You need your health marker.
Yep. You need your little health token.
I'm gonna put this up here so I can fold it here in frame.
And then we have the expansion Essen thingy that smells awful. It's a sword and a stone.
Good thing we don't have smell-o-vision.
Because it's been kept in this tube, so it's safe. There you go. Okay. Then every player needs their token, which represents them on the board. And we're going to start at opposite corners from each other. Okay. And then these are the cards. Is there a difference? Oh, treasure, right. Shuffled. And then you need the number of tokens minus one. So number of players -1. So there's only 2 of us, so we only need 1 token. Then you're gonna want some shields.
Which makes this especially brutal.
It turns into a game of cat and mouse.
So to speak.
Okay. So then you need... we don't need this many shields out, but we'll put that out. Okay. Then you need your little character doodad for your health tracker. And then there's a treasure deck and a folding deck. So there's a live side and then there's a zombie side of your board. So you're going to have the health side and you're going to be at full health. Let's do them there. And everybody has... How much health do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you take 9 hits, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, if you take 8 hits, you're dead. In a 2-player game, that means that if you die, you lose and the other player wins.
So it's a lot faster playing in 2-player.
Yeah. In a 3 or 4-player game, when you die, you actually become a zombie. And then you're trying to hit people to regain health. And if you regain health enough, so if you hit 8 people, you regain all your health and you become alive again, which means you win the game.
And they can't damage you, I think,
yes.
While you are undead.
When you're a zombie, no one can damage you. But you can't use a shield, you can't get items, and you can't heal. All you can do is walk around and smack people. So.
My favorite.
Yep. So yeah, but in 2-player you don't have zombies. Ooh, I've never played this guy. So I don't know what the fist means.
I think it means if you attack someone in the same space, you do an extra damage.
Oh.
I believe that's what it is.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's been chilly and windy where we are. I don't know about where all of you are. But it is definitely winter.
Ah! I can attack on the same... Wait. Okay, so... If I attack somebody on the same space as me, I get a +1. I know, but like...
You can move on someone who's the same. You can share space.
But you don't stay on the space, do you?
You can check the move section, but...
It doesn't say. You can divide your actions between movement. That's it. All it says.
Yeah, this one has more rules than Battlefold, I think, because it's a tactical battle game. So there are more rules to cover the different situations.
Yeah. Okay. So, you don't take damage from ghosts. I don't believe so.
Yeah, they're just regaining health.
Yeah, they just hit you. They're like bopper sword you or whatever. Okay, so there's a treasure deck, which is just like bonus items, and then there's the trying to fold deck. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna reveal this card, and then we're each going to fold our boards to match the card, and the first person to get it grabs this, and then they get to do the stuff that's on the card in addition to whatever it is they folded on their board. So sometimes it's incentive, and mostly you'll just get treasure that way. I messed up. If you get this, you get to do what's on your board, you get to do what's on your cloth / the card, and then your board, which is this. I gestured to the wrong thing. So everybody has a base movement and a base attack. And so you always get to do your base movement and your base attack, but if you get to use the cloth is a bonus, and it's determined on if you get that. Other things. In the game, if you get this sword thing, which you get by being the first person to that spot, and then you hit the person that has it, you do 1 extra damage. It's just an expansion item. Also, if you're on the center spot, you do an additional damage as well. So if you are on the center spot with the sword, you do 2 additional damage, which is pretty sweet. Otherwise, there's traps, and when you fold the fabric, it could be such that you have a trap showing. If you have a trap showing when you fold, that means that it's the traps that you take damage, or you can't do it?
Take damage.
If you have a trap showing, you take damage. And that's because, like, sometimes you'll have to fold 3 items, but you get to decide what you want. So this is, in this game, where if you're not an amazing folder, the way that they compensate for it is like, oh yeah, you can fold that. It's really easy, but you're also going to get a trap when you do it. So, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, the need to make more complex folds, I think, is more subtle in this one, whereas in Fold It and Magic Fold, you need to make the more complex fold, and in this one, you're just penalized by getting a trap.
Are you ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, and did you explain the attacking from the center space and the sword?
Yes.
And it said on the special abilities things on the very first page, the barbarian is the only one that can attack on the same space. But apparently we can all move. We can share spaces.
What's that?
But only the barbarian can attack on the same space.
Okay. Alright then. Okay.
Let's do it.
And you ready? You're not looking at the card. Like, this fabric's thicker. Did you notice that? This fabric's...
Did you
I already took it, yeah, and then I'm commenting on how much thicker this fabric feels. Like...
It does feel a little thicker.
Yeah. Okay, but it was a shield, so I get a shield token, which means I can negate 1 damage, and then I get boots, which is an extra movement. Boots. And then I get to go first, because I have the 1, and so I have to go very far. But, you can't move diagonal, which is a sad point. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, And I will attack no one.
Yep.
Because I cannot.
And for me, I am Cats and Boots, the character. Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots. I will move 1. Also, I ignore traps. That is my special ability.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Mike. Sorry. Okay. Which you need to ignore traps. Because you're not good at it. I love you. Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And flips. Okay, so see the question marks in this case, this is how you get stuck with traps. Is that's fine. That's because you can ignore traps. You just got to do that. Okay, so you get a treasure card. Just keep it secret, keep it safe. And then you get to do 2 movement and 2 damage when you attack. And you can only attack at diagonal.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's it.
Okay. I don't want to get... You attack diagonal and I attack orthogonally, so...
Mm-hmm. So this is actually going to be somewhat interesting.
It's going to be something, alright. I'm going to go here. Okay.
What were the rules for the Lionheart again? If I enter the space, I just get it?
Yeah.
I get a permanent +1 attack?
Yep. Ready?
Oh, I gotta unfold.
Cheat.
Oh.
Gotta
Hold
cheat.
on. Alright, okay, I'm done cheating.
And go. I'm like afraid of traps now. Oh, I'm so worried. Because you don't have to care about traps. This is the worst. Did it.
Alright, I'll go first.
You got a treasure.
So I get a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move 1 and get this permanent...
It's a real-time folding game, yep.
Permanent +1 increase to my damage for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Bonkers promo.
Yep.
Let's move 1. I'm gonna move 2.
Yep.
In the second move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a shield token.
Yep.
Don't need the health.
What's your shield up here?
And then I'm gonna attack you for 1, but it's gonna attack you for 2 because of the thing.
So I'm gonna use the shield to take 1 of it, and then I take the other one. Alright.
Is it really just a +1 for the rest of the game?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Promos are broken, you know.
Okay. Flip it! This isn't sit and discuss things with the chat. The game. Wait, what have I done? What have I done? What? What? No, Tiffany, no! I apparently only have 1 good folded game in me a night. Oh my god, I can't even right now. I'm gonna go back to the carpet game with the timer and the multiple objectives.
I attack you for 2.
I take 2. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna move 1.
Great. Alright, we flipping? Okay, here we go.
Wait.
We're going! We're going!
Oh, did it wrong.
I got 1! I had to cheat to do it!
I got it.
Oh my gosh. Alright,
All right.
I get a shield.
Well done.
I get an extra attack. But you move so far in such a way that I can't get to you. Ugh, I'm gonna move there. Yeah. And then I can't actually attack you. Alright.
My turn?
No.
What?
Yes.
I still get to...
Yeah, you still get to go. There is
All right,
3 folding games.
I'm
There's
gonna
a game
play
called...
my item card, which is move 1 space diagonally.
There's an item game. There's a game called Fold It, which is the original.
Attack you for 2.
Which is the original. Is use the shield. Take 1. And then they made this one Battlefold last year, and then they made Magic Fold, which is the game we just streamed this year.
I don't know. Last night I wasn't enjoying this, but I'm enjoying this now.
The cat is broken. I've always played as the cat. I've always won, and now I know
Cat's
why.
Pretty broken.
Flipsy dipsies. Oh my god. Oh my god.
attack you for 3. Might need to do it much.
1, 2, 3.
And then I move 2.
I don't want to play this cat.
The cat's pretty broken.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if we play again, we're not playing with the cat. Hey, I get to move. I get to move here. And I can't do anything else. Alright. Biatch! Biatch! Alright.
Language.
I get a shield.
Language.
I get to heal. And then I get to move twice. And then I get to hit for 2. So I go 1, 2. And I hit you. And I get this stupid thing.
Oh, that's how you get it?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna block 1 of the damage, so I'm gonna take 1.
Well, but, yeah. Alright, your turn.
Alright. I go here. And then I attack you for 1. She's making a comeback, folks.
Whoa! It's too many options. I don't know what to do when I have this many options.
Oh.
What am I doing? Oh, shit. I'm like trying to avoid the traps. Alright.
Alright.
Move and attack.
I convert a trap into damage.
Damn it.
So I attack you for 2.
Yep. Whoop. And I'm dead. I turn into zombie. Steve wins!
Cats and boots and 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 cats and boots.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and...
Yep.
What's boots in German?
I don't know.
Oh.
Wasn't there a whole movie about boots in German? Or was just one boot?
I honestly do not know. And that's Battlefold!
Das Boot.
Das Boot.
If you ever have like 3.5 hours, that's an awesome move.
Katzen und Boot. Katzen, Boots and Katzen, Boots and Katzen, Boots and Katzen, Boots.
Katzen is the plural for cats. So yeah,
okay.
Katzen boots. I don't know how to say boots.
Katzen, Boots. Das Boot, Booten. Maybe Booten?
Well, boot is boat. So
oh, that's
I was making a joke about the movie.
Oh, he's being a jerk. Okay. On that delightful note, that's Battlefold! So the different characters that have different... There's a elf, which has range and can push. And then there's a wizard, which can attack diagonal as well.
Attacks everybody in all 4 diagonal spaces.
Yes.
And heals an extra health?
Yes, and when they heal an extra one. So, yeah. So that's the other types of characters. I feel like the cat is definitely a lot more like if you're not good at folding or if you're playing with somebody younger, give them the cat because then they can ignore the traps.
Yep. The asymmetry on the folding boards is pretty cool, I think. I don't know if you want to lay them out.
Oh yeah, we can.
Lay them out next to each other.
So this is like the advanced folded game. Like, fold it was fun, but you would just fold it and then there wasn't much else that you were doing. And then this, like, added a tactical skirmish game, and then...
What mechanic doesn't need a tactical skirmish game?
Yeah. Especially a game about folding cloth.
And I think it's kind of neat, because it's... I don't know, I think...
So they're similar, but they're kind of, like, there's just different flips. So if you get really good at one character, the traps are all in the same location, but the, like, items are not. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
The wizard heals by attacking.
Oh, you heal by attacking.
That makes more sense.
I see. Heal by attacking. Very cool. Yeah, I think one of the first times we played it, it took a really long time because we weren't really sure, didn't really know how to play or the strategies, and we're still like working on the folds. I think this one is not. I think it might take a little while if you were playing a multiplayer game and you hadn't played a folding game before. I think it'd be fun, but I think it might drag.
Oh yeah, we played with some people who had never played Folded before, and Steve and I were destroying them.
Yeah.
So, this one you definitely want to make sure that people are either all starting at the same level or, you've like played Folded before. But it's interesting because like Folded's just a quick like race to fold stuff, which this has. More so than Magic Fold, but this has like a tactical strategy element when like you can pick what you want. You like want to pick like items or shields or healing and stuff like that. And so it's a lot more stressful than normal Fold It and Magic Fold. Like, way more stressful than Magic Fold. So I feel like Fold It, like, is in the middle, and then they're like, let's have a kid family-friendly game, which is Fold It. Or no, sorry, which is Magic Fold. And then let's have, like, a hardcore tactical strategy. It's not hardcore, but, like, a tactical strategy game that just will really stress you out, and that we'll call it Battlefold.
One thing is, in a 3 or 4 player game, it's only the last player that doesn't get to use their board. Like, in this, there's only 2 of us, so when one person gets the 1, the other person doesn't get to go. In a 3 or 4 player game, there's 2 or 3 of you that get to do it. So I feel like maybe in a 3 or 4 player game, you'd get more opportunity to do those more creative, like, trap avoiding folds. Whereas in a 2 player, it really seems like you're racing to do very simple folds.
Yeah.
So
it's if you're like, Fold It's too easy, we know the patterns in Fold It, play this.
Yeah. And again, also, you're probably not doing... Maybe you are doing the burrito fold, but because your brain is partially occupied on what do you want, it might also be hard to think, well, how do I do that pattern? So it's totally doable. I think you'll probably just lose the race if you're doing the more complex patterns.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because like maybe there is no other way to get multiple moves or multiple attacks than doing
the burrito fold?
Than doing the more creative folds.
The burrito fold's how you do 2 boots and a treasure with no
so maybe
trap.
that's some of the headroom for you to
but the fabric's
to practice.
Thicker. I do like Battlefold.
Oh yeah, like a boot, a shield, and a sword is from a burrito fold. So yeah, once you master those folds, you can.
Yeah, and you have some time to figure out your sheet and what they do. So yeah, that's Battlefold. It's very interesting. It's really funny, but like between Magic Fold and Battlefold, I think that this one makes more sense for us to keep because it's more involved. But Magic Fold is like so like easygoing and like it's stressful but less stressful. So we're more likely to have people to play it with.
I think as Tiffany said when we were playing it before, she was like, "It's Fold It meets Unicorn Glitter Luck."
Oh yeah, Unicorn Glitter Luck or
the Dragon Fire.
Dragonfire, I think. I don't think it's called. I think it's called like Rapid Dragonfire. I forget what it's called. But they're like roll and move games that Hava designed for like 3 and 4-year-olds. And so Magic Fold is like that, but you're folding fabric to move instead of rolling a dice.
And it's the funny thing is, I think if you tried, you couldn't make a game much more complicated than this and combine it with the folding and have it be successful, which is why I wonder if Magic Fold is a little more on the simpler side, because it would just be too much. Like, this is almost too much overhead for me to be like, okay, which icons do I want and how do I fold it and what am I doing on the board? Like, that's starting to tap me out.
Yeah, but this one, I don't think we're going to hold on to Magic Fold. It's tempting because it's a fun kids game, but it's one where I'm like, I can't imagine any of our nieces or nephews playing it. And if they did, I think one of them would get way better, or they would get just really frustrated with it. And so it just wouldn't really work for them. Whereas this one, I'm like, I want to put this in the Stumptown Game Summit Library, which is the convention we're starting here in Portland, May 18th. It's 15 hours of gaming for $25. Visit StumptownGameSummit.com to find out more. Tickets on sale now.
It's less than $2 an hour of gaming.
Yep. And there's a parking lot with free parking, so, you know.
Yeah, this feels like the game I'd want to keep. Battlefold feels like the game I want to keep as the weird one of like,
let me show you this.
Yeah. Like, you think you know all there is to know about games?
Let me just, you know what, I would just want to, like, there's, like, always those times in a con when everybody's bored and they're tired and they don't want to learn anything, like, super intense, and they're like, oh, like, this is the game I go and grab and, like, just throw on the table and then walk away. So.
And then you just hear shouts and yelling. Like, even...
No!
And one thing I thought is interesting in both of these games, I think I needed the warm-up of playing 2 nights ago to sort of remember how to fold, but we're both pretty good at these, and there were both times when we were both just totally shut out. Yeah. And, like, your brain frazzles a bit, and you just totally miss, and the other person gets something and gets an advantage. And I feel in games that are more mathy or numerical, you don't have those same kind of swings. So I think if, like, this has swings, and they're not necessarily random. They're from just,
they're skills.
They're, like, weird skill, blind luck, your brain not firing on all cylinders happening. So it is kind of... Like, Battlefold, I think, is more interesting than if we were just moving around and rolling a d20 weirdly.
Significant.
Or it's more unique.
Yeah.
So.
It's significantly more interesting than just a roll and move or a boring tactical game. Because
rolling
like
fistfuls
I
of
could be
dice.
I could be absolutely awful at tactical strategy games, but if I'm good at Fold It, I stand a
Yep.
chance.
And you're like,
If I can fold laundry.
You're like, and I get an item, and I get 2 attack icons, and I get a shield.
You know what, the thing about you winning, it's because you have the cat. I know now it's because you have the cat. Because you can't fold a fitted sheet to save your life. You can't even fold a, like, flat sheet well. Like, I have to help you fold a flat sheet.
It's a teamwork activity.
Whenever he tries to fold a fitted sheet, and I've, like, walked it through him, he just, like, ends up inside of it. And it's not folded. Or it's just a wad at the end. Whereas I fold fitted sheets well enough now where he doesn't know by looking at the folded ones which one's flat and which one's fitted. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, he still won Battlefold.
Wouldn't you say that's a magic fold?
It's really easy. Okay.
Jaime says fitted sheets cannot be folded. Well, if you too get Battlefold, Magic Fold, or Fold It and practice, apparently
You'll learn the ways.
You can learn to fold.
There's a trick.
Fitted sheets.
There's a trick.
I mean, that's the hard mode of this. If there's just an elastic around the underside of your your folded thing.
That's the like expert variant that they come out with next session. It's just a fitted sheet.
It is laundry themed.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Like a tiny little baby fitted sheet. Oh my god.
Laundry fold.
Laundry fold. Oh my god, we could make a video that's about that if you played that new game.
My strategy on laundry fold is if you do a job badly enough, you may not be asked to do it again. It's a winning strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. On that delightful note, we're done!
Yeah, thank you, Happy Baobab, for providing both Battlefold and Magic Fold for us to stream.
They're very fun and they're very unique. Fold It is available in the US from Think Fun Games. I think you can actually even get it from like Barnes & Nobles and maybe even Target, or your friendly local game store. And Battlefold and Magic Fold both are still looking for US publishers, I believe. So it's more of an import if these super interest you. Or you can come to Stumptown Game Summit May 18th to try these out. Because maybe I'll just put both in the library. Who knows? Maybe I'll just put both in. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we go live. Are you gonna switch? Okay. Sometimes the YouTube notification works, sometimes they don't. Otherwise, you can watch us on Twitch and hit the follow button if you're watching on Twitch. Also,
we will be streaming tomorrow night.
We'll be playing Captains of the Gulf, designed by Jason Digger. We're actually going to play it now, but we're not going to play it live. We're just going to play it because we've played it once before and Steve got very frustrated with it. So we're going to play it again to remind ourselves and so I can teach it for tomorrow's stream.
Apparently, the winning strategy in an economic small business entrepreneurship game is not to run both your boat and your finances into the ground and then hope to claw your way to victory.
No, it doesn't work.
Turns out that just doesn't work.
Does not work. Yeah. Alright. So we'll see you all tomorrow. We're going to start at 7 normal stream time. So watch for tweets and whatnot on that. And hopefully I will make sure YouTube doesn't mess it up. So
I've got it.
What?
This is going to sound silly.
Your hands are so cold.
They're very cold. You know, we've played a bunch of, like, silly and not so silly fishing games lately.
Have we?
Like dice fishing. We played, the competition that Beth did the art for.
Crown. Cold water crown.
I'm just fold and fish. Where you're fishing, but
you fold
folding.
You fold the types of fish, maybe?
Maybe. I'm just imagining
like
running my whole fishing boat empire from a single sheet of fabric.
Yeah. Steve has to play
Captains of the Gulf with one hand. Still poisoned.
Yep. Alright. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us this long. It is cold in our house. Because it's winter in Portland and it's very humid here, and that adds to the temperature.
Walking the dog at 39 degrees with a 17-mile-an-hour wind.
The wind is the worst part, and we live in a 90-year-old house, so it doesn't actually have insulation. This room does not have insulation. So
some?
No, it has none. There's no insulation in these walls. There's not.
No, you just have enough plaster lab that's basically insulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay, thanks for watching, y'all.
Thanks. Good night for reals.